Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Monty, and Channel 5 is reporting that we're back. All right. So, back with another new season of Channel 5 and Shareholders Podcast as well. If you're new to this feed, Channel 5 is kind of the everything show where we talk about, you know, things in the news and, kind of hot topics, relationship things, music, everything. We kind of cover it all in Channel 5. Shareholders Podcast is more interview based with guests where I bring on professionals in business and things like that and kind of pique their brain on just things that they're doing and kind of getting some help with some learn and grow and things like that. So we'll still be doing that as well. But Channel 5 is kind of the base. This is under the Mighty Shop Network, which is now under Maxon Media. And you might have seen that if you follow me on Instagram. What is Maxon? Maxon means greater, greatest, greatness, the greatest, if you will. Keyword on great. And I was inspired to get that done just for to kind of do some more professional things with the company to have kind of get my legal together, if you will. And I got that. And then I talked with my man Dre, who does my logos for me. We started working on a logo. And then my bishop spoke a word in my life about greatness, and it's not the first one. And I kind of put it, everything just kind of came together. I already had the idea, and then that was kind of my confirmation. So, might see some more Channel 5 hats and some Maxon, Maxon hats as well with the logo as well. So I'm really excited about that. But we got a great season of shows coming up, man. I already got some shows. We already got some in the can ready. I got some people lined up, some topical things. We will be hitting on the cheesecake situation. I'm going to save that. I'm not going to get too much. I got a guest that's going to come on. We're going to talk about that. Got some great guests lined up for shareholders as well. But I just wanted to kind of touch base as we come back, man. Hopefully you checked out the studio tour, trying to do some more stuff that we want to kind of integrate in, man. We're going to holler back at my boys. My man Tone, we had the guys at the barbershop, definitely going to you got to see where they are at now, because it's amazing what they've done just in a year. And so got a lot of ideas, but definitely we'll be giving you weekly shows, maybe one or two a week, depends on how things flow. Yes, for all those who don't be concerned about me, but be concerned about Tiff, you will see Tiff back as well. We're going to try to tie that kite down for some shows as well. Tiff be all over the place, Lord have mercy. But some special content too. I don't want to get into everything, because you know the show what it is, and it will be that, but there should be some different little slants as well. But I will just very quickly hit on one topic, because we got the NBA show that's already in the can. So you'll probably see that after this. We're gonna hit on cheesecake as well. But I want to hit very quickly because, like I said, the show is called Channel 5, which is what you're watching here. And then we have shareholders. And so I told you Maxon, speaking on greatness. And honestly, if you don't even know, this is not a new podcast thing for me. I've been doing a podcast for a long time, kind of before it became fashionable. And it really opened doors for me, just in terms of, this is not the biggest podcast. Of course, there's bigger ones out there, but just the connections that I made and the people that I met, just it's unbelievable. And I kind of just wanted to start out as a networking thing and with my music and kind of meet some, but this thing has taken me places that I had no idea I could go and meet people and experiences and things like that. So I want to tell you to chase that greatness, chase it, and greatness does not mean just riches and money. It just means the fact that what you're called to do, Paul said in the Bible, count not myself to have apprehended, that for which I've been apprehended for, but I, still I press toward the mark. And I feel like that mark is that greatness mark. Paul, when he was Saul, he did some terrible things, but achieved greatness and notoriety and, infamy, even in that. And so he's used to that. And so once he went from Saul to Paul and turned, his life around to Christ, you saw him still do great exploits even in that. And I feel like chasing greatness is truly one of the reasons I'm on this earth. And I feel like it should be the reason why we're all on this earth, and you don't have to compare your greatness. One of my favorite parables that Jesus spoke of is the one with the 5, the one with the 2, and the one with the 1 with the talents. And the one that had 5, he got 5, and he went and developed his gifts and got 5 more. The one that got 2, he went and developed his gifts and got 2 more. The one that got 2 was not supposed to get 5 more. He maximized his 2 and got 2 more, so he had 4. It is not to say his 4 was insignificant compared to that guy's 10. No, they were both rewarded for what they did. So it's not a competition per se of I have to be greater than the greatest man that ever lived. No, I got to be my own greatness, and I'll receive my reward. And the problem with the one that only had 1 was that he did not even pursue it. He hid it. He was afraid, and he never did anything with that greatness. That was his sin, is to not do anything. So if I would have never even done this show, I never got a word over my life that I was going to be a great podcaster or anything like that, but it was something that I felt I could do, and I pursued it, and I reaped an amazing harvest from doing that, and there's more things I want to do. So the show is not called Maxon, but you might see that logo, Maxon, because I really feel like, greatness is something that we can all attain to. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, who you are. If you play NBA basketball or if you're a plumber, and people already might say like, well, NBA basketball's up here and plumbing. No, it's not. There's a guy that's not really even maximizing himself, even in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He probably should be practicing more, but he's out partying or whatever. And there's a guy that's a plumber that's done the very best he can. He might only have his business, but it's a great business. And he does a great job at it. And you know what I'm saying? He's got a great life because of it. So you see what I'm saying? Pursue that greatness, y'all. Pursue it, and don't be afraid of it, because fear is what's going to keep so many people, from doing what they should be doing. They always say there's so much potential in the graveyard. And you know why that potential was never reached? 99% of it was fear. All right? That is the enemy of greatness. So if you pursue that greatness, if you pursue what's in you to do, that greatness will lead you to some things that you didn't know you could do. You dig what I'm saying? But with the mindset of pursuing, even when you're in a foreign spot, even when you're in an unfamiliar place, something in you will still want to, okay, let's go. All right. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm going to keep going. I've never heard of what y'all talking about, but I like it. So let me keep going for it. That's what's in me, and I hope it's in you. You understand? Don't listen to the conventional thinking. Don't just go along to get along. Because at some point, your greatness should confuse people. I've said that before. It shouldn't make sense to people. If you do tell somebody, you really probably shouldn't, but if you do, they should be like, what? That's how you know you're on the right path. You should get some scrunched up looks and some faces like, what are you talking about? You want to do what? How? That don't even make sense, but that's how God works. You understand? He take 2 fish and 5 loaves. How you gonna feed over 5,000 people with that? That don't even make sense. Like, why are you even looking at this lunch? Like, that ain't enough for everybody, but it is enough. He makes it enough. All right. So that's all. This is kind of a little show before the show, but I wanted to get it going. You know what I'm saying? We got some more shows coming. Check this feed, man. If you're seeing this and you're not subscribed on the YouTube, please subscribe. All right. The podcast feed will be back up as well pretty soon as well. So, man, get in on it, man. We out here. All right. The studio's looking good, man. We'll get more. I'm just doing this right now through my Zoom, but we'll get back with the camera looks and all that stuff. We got a lot coming. Zoom guests and in-studio guests. I want way more in-studio guests than I had before, man. We got this nice studio. We want people to enjoy it. So this is the Mighty Sharp Network. This is Channel 5. Shareholders is coming, and it's all under. So again, I just want to make sure you understand. It's like, I think Universal, maybe they did at one point, but Universal owned NBC. And NBC then had Law and Order, and other shows. You see what I'm saying? So Maxon is like Universal. And then Mighty Sharp is like NBC. And then Channel 5 is like Law and Order. It's just hierarchies. You know what I'm saying? You got it now? All right. You gonna get the merch? We get some merch. Y'all gonna get it? Okay, cool. Y'all ain't even seen the Maxon logo yet. I'm gonna show you that in a minute too. So, all right, that's all, guys. I'll check you later. Got some more shows coming. Appreciate the support. And that's the other thing. I thank you all people that were asking, when's the show coming back? I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all listening, man. Spread it around. Let some people know I got some good guests coming up, man. I was just at a Just that in a professional event, made some great contacts. They all say they want to come on the show, so check their shareholders out as well. All right, so you know what to do, man. Please be blessed. Stay sharp.